Hey, it's T Mark, and I want to talk to you about that voice, that little voice that's in your head all the time, that has just a running dialogue or a running narrative of everything that goes on in your life. Light's kind of weird, isn't it? I don't know anything about lighting. I just turn on the camera and go. So I look like I'm a little washed out, but it's okay. Anyway, you might be saying, what voice? What voice is he talking about? What little voice? I don't have any little voice in my head. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard of. What I'm not a crazy person. There's no voices in my head. It's that voice. That voice that says, what's he talking about? Or that voice that says, there's no voice. Or that voice that says, oh, that voice. Yeah, it's that voice. And it's always supplying a running narrative, a running dialogue of everything that goes on in your life, past, present, and it even projects itself into the future. Now, I could talk another 10 hours on the nature of that voice and what purpose it serves and all that sort of thing. But that would be beyond the scope of the blog post from today. And what I did today was I talked about 10 questions that you should ask yourself for success. And I can't take full credit for this. The actual implement, or not implement, but impetus. Sometimes you say the wrong words, you just correct it. The impetus was from reading Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, an excellent book. I can't recommend it highly enough. Well, I can recommend it, but not as highly as I'd want to. You should get it and read it. This is, I think, the third reading that I have on it. But anyway, excellent. So the basis for my blog was came from reading Napoleon Hill's words and some of the exercises that he has in the book. And part of those, or one of those rather, was to ask a series of questions. And he presented it as a form of self-evaluation. You know, am I doing this the right way? Am I doing that the right way? And I thought it would be compelling or clever to ask those questions or pose those questions to the voice that goes on inside our head. And again, that's the voice that right now is saying what voice? But we engage that voice and we use that voice, which is actually not part of us. It's actually a whole nother thing, again, which is beyond the scope of this short video or my blog post. But anyway, we engage with that voice. We engage that voice in dialogue. And as part of that engagement or as part of that dialogue, we can help to determine whether or not we are on track to hit whatever goals we've set for ourselves. So it's pretty interesting, pretty compelling. I had a lot of fun writing the blog post. So look for it underneath this. You can click the link and read the post right underneath this message. And as always, I do greatly appreciate the opportunity to visit with you. And I will see you next time. Bye-bye.